Hey guys, I'm back with another video. And today I wanted to talk about some of the, bad habits that I feel like are becoming a lot easier for me to take on now that I'm almost a year post VSG. So I had my surgery February 20th of 2018, and today is February 2nd of 2019. So I'm about 18 days away from being a year. Now at this point, I have lost 108 pounds. My highest weight was 278, and I weigh 170. Um, and I will say I'm very happy with my results, and I have been very motivated throughout majority of my journey. Um, but the last few months, and I don't know if it's because I was, during the holiday season and things like that. But the last few months have been a little harder for me to stay dedicated to eating patterns and portion sizes. And I will tell you, I can't eat anywhere near what I could eat before. But when I say my struggles with food addiction have really been knocking at my mental health door, they really have. I can definitely eat a lot more than I could in the beginning. Um, and I just noticed that I'm aimlessly eating. I am kind of going for the choices that taste better rather than what's better for my body, i.e., carbs, which carbs were always my enemy. Um, and, it's really been in the front of my mind how this truly is a tool, and I need to respect it. I need to be thankful for it. And I have started to have an appreciation for my surgery all over again. I realized that, I really do have to put in the work. Um, this isn't something that is just magic. And I know that seems like very simple, but honestly, people get weight loss surgery and think it's going to fix all of their problems, and it's not. If anything, it's probably going to make your problems worse, or maybe not worse, but more relevant, more present, because you can't use food anymore. Um, and for me personally, I struggle with food addiction. Um, I know that just because of the way that I treat food and the way that I look at food. And so I've been more aware of my addiction now, like since my surgery, since the beginning of my surgery. I've been more aware of my food addiction than I ever was before I had surgery. And it was because I realized there were moments after my surgery where I would eat things. And, if I ate too much, it caused me physical discomfort in a way different form than it ever did before I had surgery. And that's obvious because my stomach is, it's not nearly as big as it used to be. They took 80% of it. And there would be times where I would eat, I'd keep eating. Um, and it was causing me physical pain and discomfort, and I'd have to sit there and question myself, like, why are you eating this? It's causing you pain, it's causing you discomfort. You need to question, why are you doing this to yourself? And those were the moments where I was like, wow, you really are just eating for no reason. You're eating literally because it tastes good. It's causing you pain, it's causing you discomfort, yet you still want to do this to yourself. um, and that's a constant struggle. It's something I battle with every day. It's something that I try to work on every day. But like I said, recently, in the past few months, I feel like I've really just kind of not been thinking about what I'm doing. I still am very conscious of my eating and drinking rule. I do not eat together. Sorry, I do not eat and drink together. I do my best to stop drinking 30 minutes before I eat and to not drink anything again until an hour after I eat. And I do pretty good with that. I notice that if I drink too close to me eating, that I just have a lot of discomfort and I can't get as much nutrition in. Um, so that I do pretty well with. But I have noticed, and this is something that I really wanted to bring up because I feel like it's kind of a way that people could get themselves in trouble. Oh, sorry about that. I feel like that it is a way that people could get themselves in trouble as far as overeating and not really realizing that they're overeating. But something I noticed that I've been doing is I'll cook something, and I don't cook really unhealthy meals. It's usually a protein, maybe some rice on the side, and a vegetable, or no rice and just vegetables. But what I notice that I do is I will portion out my meal, small amounts, and I will eat, my protein, my vegetables, and then my grain. And then I will, I'll eat that, I'll be full, I'll be satisfied. Couple hours pass by and I'll eat again. Same portion size, but now I'm eating again. And I'm thinking in my head, well, I'm not eating nearly as much as I used to eat. So who cares if I'm eating again? But essentially, I'm having a second helping because really I shouldn't, you know, what they teach us, at least at my center, was to try to have 3 meals a day and a snack. Or two snacks, if it's a piece of fruit or something like that. So I try to stick by that. But I noticed, I'm kind of having another meal. So I'm kind of really having 4 meals sometimes. And I'm still having snacks. And I'm thinking in my head, like, oh, it was like 3 hours ago the last time I ate, or it was 2 hours ago. But really, I'm having 2 whole meals essentially within 2 hours or 2.5 hours of each other. And that's not how it should be. 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours later, I should be having my snack. You know what I mean? So, just if you notice yourself doing that, think about that. So, something that I want to start doing for myself to kind of avoid these behaviors is I want to stop completely making any carbs as side dishes for meals, at least for the next month, so that I can completely take it away so that it's not an option. Um, because if it's there, I'm going to be tempted. And then I also would like to start setting, um, doing, I guess, meal prep in a way. I don't really meal prep. I know a lot of people do. I mean, I plan out what I'm going to cook and things like that, but I don't necessarily meal prep. So, as far as portioning, I would like to start meal prepping to help me with portions and really be cognizant and start tracking how much water I'm drinking, because I realize when I do not get enough water, I will feel like I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry, I'm thirsty. And if I don't really pay attention to it, I am feeding my hunger instead of feeding my thirst, and that's what I should be doing. So those are a couple things I want to start trying over the next month. If you guys have any tips about how to avoid overeating and be successful with it, please leave them in the comments below. I need help with this, and I also want to try to help you guys with this. So let's all help each other, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.